Hi, this is Warner with Warner's Tree Surgery. It's March 8th, 2017. As you can see, there's blossoms on this citrus tree. Looks nice and green, looks pretty good, right? Well, let's take a closer look. There's all these leaves, for the most part, are the ones that were left that didn't cycle off, and a lot of them are the new leaves. Okay, so about 5 or 6 years ago, an insect moved into the valley called the Asian citrus leaf miner. It originated in Vietnam, moved to Florida. Somehow it got here, and it has no natural predator. They imported the predator wasp into Florida about 5 or 6 years ago, but as far as I know, they've done nothing here, and I've seen no signs of it working. Now, because of that, because of the leaf that we're looking at right there, you can see the leaf miner working. Because that has lowered the resistance on the trees, all the other insects have been kind of going crazy. The leaves don't have the natural occurring insecticides like they used to, and there's no insecticides in the fruit, in the skin of the fruit like there used to be. As a result of that, you've got a majority of the leaves here, even though they're green and they look pretty from a distance, they've been deformed by some sort of an insect or another. Some of the insects are very small, like the brown scale. And here you can see clumps of them where just about every leaf has it. And some of them are leaf rollers, which cause the leaves to roll. Some of them are cause the leaves to become deformed and stunted. And as a result of that, as a result of all of these leaves being damaged, the leaves have not had either the size or enough undamaged chloroplasts, which make the sugars, to keep the reserve cells, which are in the trunk and in the roots and which store energy, and they haven't been able to replenish them. Now, the way that works is when the fruit is finished, which is usually about the middle of December, the trees have the ability to start stocking up their reserves. And they do that until the new leaves start to grow, which was a couple of weeks ago. And then it takes all of the energy that all of the other leaves make, plus energy drawn from the reserve cells, to make the new leaves, the blossoms, and the fruit. So even if all these leaves were perfect, which they're not, the tree would still need to draw on reserves, even with perfect leaves, from this point until December to stock up the reserve cells. Now, as a result of the reserve cells, of the leaves being so screwed up, the reserve cells have become depleted, which took about 5 years. What happens next is you'll get a year where you'll get a ton of fruit, and then the next year or 2 or 3 you'll get less and less fruit. The leaves won't grow to full size. The tree will be more susceptible to frost damage and soil-borne fungus. And when that happens, then people notice it. They usually don't notice it when they're like this, because when you stand back, the tree looks nice and green. But as soon as all that stuff starts happening, then you get problems with your citrus that are noticeable to people, like the one there. So everything you need to do to take care of this problem is listed in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. And if you're watching this on my website, it's at the bottom of the page under this video. Okay, but basically you have to learn how to control the insects. You have to get the watering right, get the fertilizing right, and then we inject chemicals into the tree which will help the tree fight fungus and help the tree to produce more energy in the leaves and protect the roots. So if you've got problems with your citrus, you look at here, you can see these new leaves, how the bugs like the new leaves best. So they've damaged that one. Where's that? There, even though that leaf is only a couple of weeks old, those will never grow to full size. These leaves, if insects get on them, will never get to that size. Okay, if you got any problems, give me a call. The number's 480-969-8808. This is Warner. Thank you very much.